peace and soul. Libra, what's going on? This is Empress Phoenix Fire. We're going to take a look into 2022 and see what messages come through for this new year. Everybody got such high hopes, you know, but I've been seeing it's like universe is like, hold your horses. Hold your horses there, buddy. There's still more work to do. There's still more work to do. There's a lot of new beginnings, yes. But there's always work to do, right? All right, Libra, let's see. What work you got to put in. All right. Looks like, yep, resistance. Maybe resistance to change. Let's see. Are you holding on to your... Yo, that's crazy. Yo. How to change card came right after that. All right. Listen, the bottom line and the bottom goal, most important goal, is to have peace of mind, right? I feel like the universe is trying to show you that you ain't got no control over this. You could be trying to save your money. I feel like you could be holding on to money, but we know that it's a currency. Money is a currency. So that means it has to flow. Okay. There could be a change in status. Okay. You could be becoming a mother or a grandmother, but there's definitely a definite big shift in your status and like how you identify yourself. There's a big change happening. We got Durga Kalika. Yo, Kali got so many aspects. Yo, that's crazy what the eye is here. Bottom of the deck, you got Kalika Tantrika. Okay, so that's her energy right here. There's a matching energy, Libra. Of course, you're the sign of relationships and partnering and caring. Yeah. Look at how these two came out together. Kalika Tantrika. I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. There we go. Okay, we got wisdom, sage, balance, your own energy. Yep. You got to change. Yep. There's got to be give and take. Listen, Libra, I'm finding out they are not the most fair. You would think, oh, they're about fairness. And no, they're not. Release. This is something that they struggle with. This is why if they are adept, it becomes a strength. Look, so you got balance twice, Libra. Okay, so that's how I know, because it's reiterating it to you. Okay, you got release, workaholic. So it's reiterating to you the need to bounce, like how your life. So you have to bring change in. You can't resist where energy flows. And then with that lightning there, so it's like this is unpredictable shit. Because you got to remember, even though it's not going to be the exact degree, but the nodes are going to be shifting into Taurus in January, which is going to be in conjunction, which is going to conjunct Uranus to a certain degree. We got Woodwives. So there's definitely, for January, earth energy, all that green like that. Perfect storm. Look at that. Look at that. In February, I'm telling you, it's crazy how the energy, it would, so that's going to be the energy of February, period. Everybody. Taurus facing a decision, and Aries is going on a trip, and you know, it seemed like for y'all, it's the need for balance. It's the need for taking the bitter with the sweet, the good with the bad, releasing what needs to be released, not holding on to a past, possibly. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And it's like you're holding on to the old realm. You could be holding yourself, you could be holding yourself back, straight up. Oh, hold on. Let me get a major arcana. Let me get I'll say major arcana. A tarot. Let's start off with the tarot. Adaptability. We might have to read that. Yeah, needing to adapt. You're resisting the change. And you need to adapt to your new situation. Yup. And your intuition could even be telling you. And you just like, no. And they like, listen, your guides and your higher self, yo, this card don't want to stay in the deck either. Judgment. So reckoning. You have death. Scorpio, transition here. So it's going to have, just like, yeah, this is out of your hand. You got judgment in. Those are two major arcanas already. Third one. Let's go. March. Let's see what you're talking about. Nine of Blades. Oh, boy. Three of Cups. At the bottom of the deck. This is interesting. This is really interesting right here. So, January, you're resisting, adapting to a new level, new station in life. Like I said, you could be turning into a grandmother, a mother, possibly. You know, seeing, you could have adult children, and it's like you got to let them make their own mistakes too. Okay. Solution, yep, is the transformation. Oh my God, is the key to your peace. It's going to bring in peace, literally. Yep, rising above your higher self, a transition. You see what I'm saying? Ooh, stalemate, twin flames. What the hell is going on? All right, you got tree at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Cups energy. Okay, so we have lineage here, personal growth, past lives, right? So I feel like there's a lesson. I feel like there's a lesson possibly with the women in your life, okay? Whether you're masculine or feminine, this has to do with the women in your life. Truly, the women are the ones that initiate traditions, right, and culture. It's the women who are in the kitchen cooking for things, you know, these holidays, birthdays, all of that stuff, right? Even funerals. Okay. It's the women that start off what you actually do for people's birthday. You would do something different for your mother in the family than you would your daughter, right? A birthday celebration for somebody younger and versus someone older, right, would be different. I feel like this is grounding certain traditions and rituals and ceremonies within the family. So this could be weddings. You know, this could be something, you know how you say something borrowed, something new, something old. I'm getting, yeah, a new tradition. Like even passing down wedding rings, possibly. Like, you know, this was my wedding ring, so now, you know, this is going to be your wedding ring type of thing. I definitely see that. Okay. But yeah, holding on to your money, possibly. Right? But wisdom will tell you that you have to open up that palm. You have to be able to adapt to certain situations when things are revealed to you, certain revelations. Adapting to your adult children turning into adults, you know. There's definitely an ending. It could be an ending in communication, possibly, or even ending of control. Did I pull a crystal? No, I didn't. Let me see what crystal energy working with Libra. Because this story is very, like, I don't know, it's just, I can't say it's juicy. It's just interesting how it just flows together. Like, you know. And then in February is where this, like, life-altering change comes about. You got Tiger Spirit rises, Archangel, Adnichiel, and Tiger's Eye. Oh, I can't wait to read that. And then you got Ascended Master Lady Nada and Rhodochrosite, Sensitivity. Yeah, needing to adapt. I feel like too, to maybe even being in solitude, Libra, adapting to that. Yeah, and going into another station of life. Yeah, there's a change, definitely, right? That's going to shift your energy where you definitely going to have to be, this could also be litigation. We know that, you know, this could be a court case, whatever the case may be. But it's the courage to step into life. This is the courage to move on and actually be able to adapt to you know, changes that come up, things that you can't control, basically. Period. Things you cannot control when you die, even though we do it in the spirit realm before we get down here. But while you down here, you know, there's really no control. I mean, unless you off yourself, but again, that must have been part of your narrative. Okay. Oh, okay. What I was saying, seeing, like, you know, somebody becoming a grandmother, right? This is also too maybe the death of a child, and then you have to take care of your grandchild. That is deep. That's deep. And, you know, it's heartbreaking. You know, it's like, it's not the same without that parent. But I feel like, remember, we are our grandparents, but y'all gonna get along. You see, y'all gonna get along because y'all got the same energy. Oh, that's deep, Libra. That's deep. That's the key. Right? Like, above it all, seeing the bigger picture. If that does happen for somebody, you know, if it's not that, you know, actual physical transition or death of someone, this is this change, this tower energy, unexpected shift or change. that brings about a leveling out in your life, because it's going to level out. Once you look at things from the bigger picture, take yourself out of the equation. Third eye, okay, your intuition, your subconscious. Once you see the lesson that's or the lesson that's being learned, I feel like I feel like there's an ability that's going to be activated within you too through this March. I think this is when the balance is actually obtained. Okay, this is when it's actually obtained, because you recognize that there is cycles in life. Why are you using that? Yo, I'm sorry. For somebody, there's definitely going to be a transition. There's going to be a release though. I feel like yeah, cuz you like, why this had to happen? You know, she should be raising her baby, or they should be raising a baby, but you're going to gain clarity through this situation, through the release, and finally balancing it out and adapting, looking at the solution to the issue. Like, you're gonna find, and then look at the birds there in the death card. Ravens, harbingers. So there could have been warning signs. Maybe that's what it is too. It's like there could have been warning signs of this happening. And it's like needing to get organized, get your ducks in a row. Damn, this energy is like crazy. I want to get out of here, out of this. So that could be for somebody, right? Okay, if it's not that, this is the preparation, I feel like, for this new cycle, for the new change, like for the change, like staying clear and organized will help you be able to release a lot of anxiety, okay? A lot of the not knowing, the questions, the things that you're refusing to see. And I think the things that you're refusing to see is that you're not co-creating, right? You're not playing your role. You're not playing your position. Again, the word balance, okay? The need to balance out your energy. Holding out, delay tactics, blocking, refusing to compromise. You see what I'm saying? I feel like all of that is going to be a hindrance. All of that is going to keep you in limbo. Or even you attempting to keep something at bay, like this legal issue, right? You're attempting to keep this legal issue at bay, and you're refusing to see that even if you refuse to make a move, after a certain amount of time, you're going to be forced to make a move. You can't just sit there indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Whatever has been in the dark will come to light, right? Whatever has been in the dark will come to light. Damn. Spirit rises. Spirit rises. Let me read the first paragraph of that. That's number 13. Divine feminine energy. We bring you the gift of the tiger spirit rising. You're being empowered with a truth more potent than fear. Your spirit is rapidly expanding beyond what opinion and logic can contain. It needs to be free to run wild with divine grace in your world. Your life, your destiny, your divine fulfillment requires that you have the courage to roar for love, to refuse to be put down, to respect yourself, and to let your untamed, loving heart be free. Your spirit creates a field of divine electricity. Hold the fuck up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Through your body and mind that liberate others from conformity and social conditioning, allowing them to break away from systems based in control and fear. As your tiger spirit rises, you excite and empower the tiger spirit in others to rise above conditioning as they discover the wild, divine spirit being they are in truth. The divine is loving, tender, and merciful. It is compassion, wisdom, and peace. It is also wild. I was getting that with this energy here. That's primordial. This is the more ancient depiction of Kali. Okay? This means it is what it is, natural and free with an instinct towards growth. It will not always make sense to the logical mind. Do you look at nature and understand her wild ways? Sometimes they make sense. At other times they are unfathomable to the mind. We may recoil or admire her handiwork, but life through her wild grace thrives. The divine spirit in you is wild too. It needs to grow and it will throw off any confines to its freedom. Wow, to be what it is. It may take time, lifetimes, in fact. Wow. Change. Take lifetimes. Let's read this. 35. Tantrika. Our wild mother goddess overcomes duality, resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity. She facilitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. Kalika Tantrika is Kali, the tantric queen. She overcomes all karma, realigns pathways when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negative uses of free will, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Her presence announces significant change and positive improvement in all aspects of your life, especially your spiritual life. The Tantra of Kali is the teaching of the eminence of the goddess. Her appearance in a reading indicates a time when the feminine principle must be in the dominant position, meaning your intuition, right? This is not a declaration that the feminine is superior. It is equal to the masculine, yet different. It is a recognition that the feminine is the holding and birthing energy. To shift from one way, paradigm, or political structure, the feminine must lead. As Kali, she disrupts negative power struggles and holds the space for something completely new to emerge from the rubble. The simplest way to describe the eminence of the goddess is that it's the deep respect for intuitive knowing and action taken on the non-rational yet deeply insightful instincts of the heart. This is not about being emotionally reactive. There are multiple expressions of this sacred tantric inversion, placing the sacred feminine in the leadership position and deconstructing patriarchy. We practice it when listening to our intuition with complete courage, rather than going against our inner knowing for the sake of logic. Another is reversing the flow of what has been generated. This may mean halting a path you wanted to travel, but have now come to realize is not honoring of your heart. It could be a breaking down of what has been established because it has become too restrictive and needs to be rebuilt in a new way, or perhaps released altogether. Remember, that which appealed to the caterpillar is not going to tempt the butterfly. As the soul evolves, our needs and desires often undergo a profound transformation too. Ooh-wee. All right, let's read her Durga. Let's read about that, since they both have the same name. She is fierce, divine justice, and unwielding. Might as well put it up with it. And unyielding resolution in favor of the light. She is every method and all means necessary to ensure success for the soul. She is the unexpected victory, arising at the very moment when all seems lost, transforming tragedy into triumph. She is our spiritual sun, our light, and our over-radiant reminder that from the darkest night, a new dawn. What did I say? What? What is done in the dark will definitely come to light, because the light comes from the dark. Okay? Dare to trust more in your faith than your fear. For every problem that can arise, there are many more divine solutions unfolding even now. In the Hindu cosmology through which Kali Ma is known, life is sustained through a continuing balancing and interaction between the light and the dark, of that which promotes life and that which destroys it. In one story of Kali's birth, she erupts in a frenzy of divine wrath, catapulted out of the awakened third eye of the golden warrior goddess Durga, straight onto the battlefield to arrest the rising power of evil forces. The battlefield that triggers Kali's emergence is the setting of the ancient war between light and dark. This war takes place in our world daily, and often enough in our own minds and hearts. It is a war of choice, where our free will decides which qualities are allowed to become stronger in our lives. Do we choose love or hate, trust or doubt, faith or fear? When we want to choose the higher path but find it difficult to avoid being overcome by our lower nature or the negativities around us, the divine beings of love manifest their presence to strengthen the light. In Kali's case, she absorbs the darkness, thereby freeing us from its potentially overwhelming and undermining effect. Kali's birth on the battlefield has meaning. Hold on. The unconquerable goddess of light, with the weapons of every divine being at her disposal, had encountered a particularly virulent negative being. Whenever a drop of his blood touched the earth, he multiplied, becoming even more powerful. When Durga realized a weapon greater than all others was required to beat him, she summoned her energy and birthed Kali from her third eye. Kali is a weapon of the light and an expression of love's protective will. So Kali leapt forward, gobbling up every emanation of the demon and every drop of blood before it could touch the earth, ending the cycle of terror. Whoa. So you know what that means, right? That's the thoughts becoming things by way of your emotions. So before it could hit the earth, right? Before those emotions and those thoughts can be solidified, it's gobbling it up, reversing the negative. So it's stopping that negative train of thought, that anxiety, not being able to sleep at night, refusing to see that you're going to have to conform or compromise, not conform, compromise. You're going to have to see things from the bigger picture. That was heavy. Libra, this was heavy. And I think it's because this is something that this has something to do with the family line, like I said. It's for somebody, okay? Somebody's daughter is making a transition, and then you have to take in your granddaughter. That's what I'm feeling like. Something to that effect. That was heavy. Ooh, Ooh, I don't know if I'm doing Scorpio after, because that was a lot, Libra. That was a lot to unpack. But I hope this was of some help and brought some clarity. Don't resist the change. I feel like, and then look at the lightning here too. Don't resist the change. It's not going to be what you think is logical or what you think is fair. I feel like too. It's what the universe deems as fair and what is right and just. So that, you know how to get at me. I'm going to see you in the check-in. Peace.